now by the stepdaughter of Laurent Gbagbo, Marie-Antoinette Singleton, who joins us on the phone from the U.S. state of Maryland. Good afternoon, Marie-Antoinette.
Good afternoon, Chaka.
Certainly not Marie-Antoinette of the, of the Eat Cake fame, correct?
You keep saying that. I have nothing to do with her.
Now, talk to us, Marie-Antoinette. Have you been in contact with your parents?
Absolutely not.
Well, why not? You mean you can't have access to them, at least talk to them and find out how they're doing?
No, I don't have access to them. They don't have any phones anymore. Every phone number I've tried, it just doesn't work.
What about the...
And I can assure you that those numbers were working a couple of days ago.
What about the pledge by President Alassane Ouattara that your stepfather and your mom, Simeon Gbagbo, have actually been transferred to a very decent place that befits a former head of state, and that, in a sense, one would think that they should be able to be accessed?
Well, since he just made this statement, hopefully I'll be able to get in touch with them, but so far I have not. And I must also say that it's not just the two of them that were detained. I also have brothers and sisters and nephews and nieces and uncles and aunts. A lot of people, a lot of members, family members being arrested. So I'm yet to see how they have been treated and where they are. I have not heard from them.
If you were to talk to President Alassane Ouattara, suppose in fact he was watching Straight Talk Africa right now, what would you need to hear from him in as far as the safety of your family members is concerned, given that, yes, they can be investigated for having committed crimes against humanity, crimes against the Ivorian people, but as long as they are not yet guilty, they remain innocent?
I just want to say that everybody involved in this should be prosecuted. If they are going to be prosecuted, then all parties should be prosecuted. Now, that being said, Mr. Ouattara, I don't have to tell Mr. Ouattara what to do and how to treat them. He should know what to do.
I see. Now, if you were to talk us a little bit about your stepfather, Gbagbo, looking back, do you think you can identify something that you would consider to be perhaps his single most regrettable decision during his presidency?
Yes, I would say basically to have allowed Mr. Ouattara to be candidate and to have let these elections happen knowing that the rebels did not respect their part of the agreement. That's the one thing I would say.
What about the fact that he was given lots of opportunities by the international community to pretty much really, write his own ticket, and he didn't listen to them?
How was he given opportunity by the electoral community? The international community.
Well, I've seen reports, for example, that have been circulating from a Kenyan Prime Minister, Raila Odinga, who I'm sure you remember was one of the African Union mediators, who said that he took him a package that ordinarily nobody should, in fact, stay away from. He was supposed, for example, to come to the United States and go and teach at Boston University. There was also a package from the United Kingdom. He was supposed to go to Oxford. And he was never going to be tried in a court of law for any crimes allegedly committed by him.
So now let me ask you this: is the sovereignty of a nation something that you trade for a position at Boston University?
Well,
was it about him, or was it about Cote d'Ivoire sovereignty? What gave him the right to come and say he's got to go be a professor someplace?
Well, because of the apparent results from the last November election.
No, not the apparent result. What they say. Someone is yet to tell me why the votes were not recounted. Someone is yet to tell me that. Why couldn't they count the votes? Why could we count votes in the U.S. and in Haiti or other places, and we could not count votes in Cote d'Ivoire? What's wrong with that?
You know as well.
When they answer that question, then I'll be able to answer why he didn't take those offers.
Is it possible sometimes to be a little bit realistic and some might say pragmatic? The fact of the matter is we are now in a different league altogether, Marie-Antoinette. Aren't we?
I mean, to you maybe?
Not to me, but when you look at the situation so far in terms of how fluid it has been and in terms of the kind of changes that have occurred so far.
Okay, I'll tell you that some people are true to themselves and they don't compromise. See, the mistake that people make is that they want to reduce this fight to Mr. Gbagbo being president. But this fight is not about Mr. Gbagbo. This fight is about Côte d'Ivoire and the true independence of Côte d'Ivoire and the sovereignty of Côte d'Ivoire. So if they want to limit that whole thing to Mr. Gbagbo, it's their problem. But they need to deal with the Ivorian people, and that's what he was doing, dealing with the people, standing for the people, standing with the people. So if they think they put him aside, I want to see them deal with the Ivorian people who is being killed right now as we speak.
Assuming that what you are saying is correct, how do you then reconcile that with the fact that people like your father's former Army Chief of Staff, General Philippe Mango, is now standing next to President Alassane Ouattara?
Well, I'll simply say that it's General Mango's choice, and that's every person is responsible for the choices they make. So his choices, he will assume them. Period.
Thank you very much, Marie-Antoinette, for taking off some time to come and join us Straight Talk Africa.